What is up, everybody? My name is Grandma. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Redstone Craft. Now, as you might have noticed, for those of you who are more keen than I have a huge structure behind me, and I am in creative. That means we're not on the world, we're on somewhere else. We are in the download world for Ilmango's mob trap without dispensers, which I thought was a curious thing. By the way, I really enjoy the concept because I built his last farm, the one they used dispensers, and it was alright. I think it was by him, I'm not sure. It was alright, but it wasn't anything special, and this farm has some significant improvements. But yeah, with that out of the way, today we're going to be building this, and I'm here to explain to you guys how to build this because, once again, it's hard to do it in survival, and it's harder even more to explain. So I decided to do what we did last episode and cue in the time-lapse. Okay, now the time-lapse is in. This is the mob farm, the general size, and specifics I'm sure you want to know. Well, the first thing is easy. You're going to start by building this building from the bottom up. And place the block, whatever block. This is going to lead to your storage system, honey creepers, a hopper, trapdoor on top of the hopper, which I think I'm missing. Oh no, I'm not, never mind. Then count 3 blocks, put an ice block, a trapdoor on top of the ice block. Do that for all 4 sides and put waters running in. Then let's do the big ones first. Pull out 7 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then put a magma block. And make sure you put a block here so mobs can't flow. They'll die there. Once that's done, my design had a flaw, so I actually fixed this. What I did was very simple. Actually, we'll get to that in a second. And that's repeated on the other side, what I just said. Then these sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 magma blocks. Same thing. But if you count 2 from the 3 from the magma block, then you can place ice on both sides, trapdoors on top of the ice. And then make this little L, so 2, 3, and then trapdoor and ice, and pull out 7 blocks. 6 blocks and then the magma block. Sorry. Same thing on the other side, it's replicated. And yeah, that's the basic collection system. And make sure mobs can't exit any of these places because sometimes they can get sucked down here and they'll just stand here. If they die here, it's fine. But if they start flowing into the system, you're going to have issues. So yeah, once you have this done here, you can come out to the sides, and then this is your magma block. Place 1, 2, and you get to the first platform. Now, these 2 blocks actually have to be glass. They can't be magma, because items are clipping to the ends of them. It's a bug, and yeah, so glass. Then okay, same thing repeated on every side, but this is how I constructed it in survival. I came up here, so this is 1, 2, 3 from the 3 above the other magma block, and then I counted 7 blocks, so the main one and 3 on each side, and I did this on all sides, and I filled in the outskirts, so these blocks here, and then you just fill in the rest of the square for these corners. And once you have that done, count 4 blocks inwards, and place 2 glass blocks. Once again, this has to be glass. And this platform here is just magma, except for the center block, which is elevated once and is water. Glass. So yeah, that's sort of a slide how to do this. Also, this is key for the farm. I forgot to mention this. You should empty out the area up until Y60, which is where we are at right now. So, you know, dig this out. Ilmango did it. I did it in my survival. You're probably actually seeing that right now. But yeah, make sure you have that digged out. Especially because this is going to determine the heights for everything else. Also, if you're wondering about the distance to the sides, This one has 6, this one has 7, that one has 3, that one really has a lot, but that's all needed. It's probably like 3 or 4. So yeah, I would leave a few blocks. Like, I'm pretty sure this was half random. But yeah, leave a few blocks. I did leave the blocks on my survival. So yeah, and for anybody counting, from the center to this outer wall for this magma block, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 blocks, and you know, whatever amount you need there. So yeah, make sure you have that area, and I'm just gonna spin around a little bit. Actually going into spectator so you guys can see this. Just a close look. Okay, once you got this done and you've placed okay, 1 sec, there we go. And you place this block, you count 20 upwards, and the 20th block should be right, excuse me, right here. Then you put a trapdoor on the bottom of, well, technically on the top, but you know, on the bottom part of the block. Then 3 pieces of glass and a solid block. The solid block will have this cross, sort of, comparator in the middle, redstone, 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 redstone. Then an observer transmitting, looking up, transmitting down, an observer looking sideways, transmitting sideways, and a block here. This will give it its little pulse, which I want to see if I can capture. Come on, water. You're literally making me wait for you. There we go. As you can see, a little pulse comes down, and this should be enough to clear out all the items from everywhere. So yeah, as you can see, the items go down, and then the water actually comes down and should push the items outwards. Or next wave will. But yeah, you can see these little pulses. Then what you do is allow me to actually let me go turn off the farm really quick, because it's not helping at all. Okay, something just hit really hard here in the house, but okay. Okay, let's go back down. Now that the farm is off, I can walk around and not worry about water. So you're going to get into this middle portion here, and if you notice, there's a note block here. Okay, that was lucky. There's a note block here, so on top of this observer that's on top of the water, you put a note block, then a block, and a redstone dust. Let me block that off. Okay. And on top of this redstone dust, you put a redstone block, and we'll get to that part in a second. Around this, you're going to put a trapdoor, and you put these trapdoors like this. So when they're powered, they go like this and stop the water. They're all waterlocked on all 4 sides, and you build up this little shaft here. It sort of harms your spawning spaces, but it's negligible, so don't worry about it. Now, if you take a look on the next level, you see we have an extended piston. And that's what you gotta build next. A piston that, when extended, touches the redstone block, and when retracted, will pull the redstone block, and thus alternating the levels. So when this is active, this isn't, and vice versa. On top of that piston, you're gonna start repeating things. So, no block, block with redstone dust, this setup, redstone block, piston extending, this setup, and on and on and on. And there's about 20 of these platforms for anybody counting. The way I did the math is actually really simple. This is the top of the structure, the last block for redstone, and it's on Y154 for anyone building with the same height as me. Wrong button, sorry. Okay, so once you reach up here, you're gonna have note block. As you can see, piston, note block, block with redstone. And pop down our lever here and activate it. It will lock the farm. And then we're simply going to have a super simple redstone clock. And honestly, this is one of the simplest circuits there is. And yeah, it actually has a total of 28 items. How you do this is you face a hopper, put a hopper facing each other. Then you grab blocks. Then you gotta break that. Block below, comparator, comparator, block, block, redstone, redstone, piston, piston, and you just plop down the redstone block over here, and I'm sorry, the wind is howling, and pop in 28 items of a stack of 64. You'll see this will start going back and forth, and actually goes relatively quick. You'll see it in action in just a second here. And see, there we go. And this is what's going to be controlling the entire farm, you know, because due to this farm having alternating platforms, we can have a shorter pulse than usual, which just generally allows for the farm to be more efficient. Now, there's only a couple other design quirks from the farm. Jesus, the amount of mobs piling up. Is that a wandering trait? Oh, that's Switch, okay. The first one is the ceiling. So, regularly, your ceiling would be here, right? Right there. The top one actually has to be 15 blocks further out. So what you do is you make the regular ceiling, then from the corners, you extend 15 blocks on all sides and you connect them and fill it in. This is so the farm can work during daylight. It basically gives these platforms shadow. It's relatively simple. Mobs don't like light. Now the last little detail of the farm and that I want to point out is the AFK layer. So if you built this on my system, I guess, on, well, Ilmango system, and you start at Y60, so at the complete bottom, oh Jesus, complete bottom you have Y60. Up top here you're gonna have Y192. And make sure you do not place solid blocks like this, even if it's slabs, no blocks, it will harm the farm. I don't know why. Ilmango explained it on his video though. It's linked in the description if you guys want to check it out. This farm is absolutely astonishing. Another great Ilmango design. But there is one problem that I encountered on the Redstone Craft server. Or, well, world. The pulse of the water for some reason is really small. And that led me to having to, let me actually grab it. That led me to have to grab a sign in a bucket of water, because I don't have ice yet. And I basically put a sign here and a bucket of water here. And it works. Just make sure you block the water that's coming from the top. So if you see water, it doesn't flow down here, obviously. Just thinking. There we go. It does not flow down. So yeah, just block it off and do it on all the corners. It really doesn't harm the farm in any way. It just makes sure that all the items can get through. Because I think my pulse is a little short. I need to check the amount of items I have on my clock. But yeah, this farm is capable of producing monstrous amounts of items. In fact, Ilmango did the calculations for every single one of his items. Once again, video in the description. Definitely go check it out. I know that was relatively short, but that's not the video. I'm actually going to rejoin the Xcraft server, and we're going to continue our adventure with our mob trap build. Okay guys, here it is. The killer of my stone slab collection. I genuinely had over the whole chest of these, and I'm down to like a stack and 30. It's stupid. Anyway, I've been AFKing here for about half an hour. Give or take, you can see the amount of items. And this is really good because we're going to need a lot of these items. We're not setting up our sorter system just yet because I have plans for those. But yeah, I also installed a glass water elevator, which makes me want to okay, I'm stuck to the door for some reason. Which makes me want an iron, nice farm. It's just stupid the amount of time it takes to water bucket this, and I decided to make, oh god, I missed my exit. One second. Yeah, this is the mob switch. It's currently turned off. I'm just going to check the amount of items. 12. Can I? 16. Okay, it's 28. That's right. So if you keep going up, you'll notice that That's down, that's up, okay. Actually, I have a little chest to put my stuff in here. And you'll notice that I have a little house, so phantoms can't kill me, basically. And right here, I'm right on top of the middle of the farm, so I just AFK here. But yeah, that's pretty cool, and that's actually going to help us set up for next episode. And I also want to show you something else, but I got to travel a little bit through Nether, so I'll see you when I'm back at the village. So, as the night turns to day and the mobs burn alive, we're back home. And we've set our spawn here again. That means if we die at a mob trap, we're sort of screwed. Anyway, it's good to be back here. For the keen eye observers, I have repaired my tools a bunch of times by now. Really, it's stupid the amount of times. And I've also had to redo my diamond chestplate, that's why it's not enchanted. I might have lost it while fighting the last episode, or the episode before that. I'm not sure, one of those. I just noticed I didn't have a chestplate at a certain point. Anyway, the farms have been producing a bunch. This actually has a whole gold chest and a hopper filled, and I've actually crafted a bunch of items in here as well. Let me show you guys. It's insane. In addition to that, this is insane. And this is already taking like a stack of things that I had to use for today's farm. Oh, we had a lot more. No, I crafted no blocks. I'm sad now. I did not know we had a stack of them. Anyway, this is insane, and this was one night of AFKing. It's crazy. But yeah, we've also got a bunch of sand that I'm gonna set up my smelter out here and smelt to glass. This farm has been producing a lot. In fact, it's been keeping me fed. The villager farm is also extremely productive. Let me show you guys. The reason why I'm touring around is because, you know, we haven't been here in a while. And it's also good to have a break from farms, because trust me, even I'm getting tired. Like, you guys don't see the behind the scenes, of course, but these, you can see that this is just crazy. The amount of villagers. But, like, it's really been a lot lately. I've built the slime farm, and oh god, that creeper literally phased out of nowhere. What? That's shady. Okay, but yeah, it's been tiring. You guys can't even imagine. Like, genuinely, it's been exhausting to dig. When I was doing the slime farm, my hand was going numb. Why are there carrots here? I dropped them. I probably dropped them. But yeah, it's all fun and games, though. I love what I'm doing. I've been loving the survival. I got a massive project coming soon. Like, seriously massive. I've never done in Minecraft, but you guys are going to have to wait the next episode. And it's going to be our first two-parter. First of many, I hope. With that, though, I wish I could enchant my armor again, but I've died a bunch, and I don't have levels. But yeah, with that, I leave you guys here for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I know this was sort of a small episode, you know, a lot of it was spent explaining and all that crap. But I thought it would be better for you guys to understand the farm than me cutting around to the different spots and all that. I don't know, I felt like it would be easier. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and that's it for today, folks. I'm out. Peace!